Happy first day of Halloween. Hello friends, I'd like to welcome you to my channel, Crafting with Pat and more. Today, I am doing buddy crafting with my very good friend Jentia, and she is doing this open collaboration from her channel called Jentia's Black Folk Well Wishes Arts and Crafts. Friends, if you don't know this channel, you need to go over and take a look because Jentia has been very busy this week. She's been crafting up some pies, some muffins, and I think you'd really like it. So be sure you go over and check out her channel. Well, friends, if you don't know that channel, you need to go over, take a look, and make a new friend. Jentia also has 2 other channels, and I am going to put a link to each one of those channels and her open collaborations in the description box for you to look at. Well, friends, I'm going to say to participate or to join in with me and Jentia buddy crafting, all you have to do is mix a something seasonal. We're doing Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and if you're looking for a place to share your crafts, this might be a good open collaboration for you to think about joining. For a while we had it closed, and now we're just opening it up to anybody that might want to share their crafts. So if you want to join us, all you have to do in the title bar is put hashtag buddy crafting. And then you'll probably want to put Jentia's channel so we can find you. And that's all you have to do to join, friends. As you can see, I'm having a little bit of trouble getting my spider web up here. I put it on wax paper, and that may not have been the best of solutions because we are still wet at the bottom. So while this takes a chance to dry, we're going to make part 2 of this craft. So I'll be back in just a minute. Okay, I've got the web out to dry, and then we have another little thing to deal with. Did my whiskers dry? There we go. I painted these with Mod Podge because I know that'll help it hold its shape. The little web and the little whiskers. And where do the whiskers go? Did you forget about the black cat? Yeah. Well, we've got a couple items to make that we're going to put on the tier tray in a little bit. First, we're going to let the back side of that dry. I didn't realize these things would not dry so good on wax paper, but at least they came off. So let me set up for part 2 of one of these jobs we have to do before we can do the tier tray. It's spider making time, friends. I got out 2 pipe cleaners. Got my container of googly eyes. I got out 2 googly eyes. I've got scissors. I got pipe cleaners. I don't know if I really need those scissors, but yeah, we got them out. So let's get to making. I almost forgot to tell you. Also need a something to measure. These little legs should be like 4 inches, and I've already measured the first one. So I'm just kind of hoping I can get this done. I had to refresh my memory. I know I got this pattern off of out of a magazine that I had last year. Can't figure out which magazine. It's definitely not out of the book that I like to use the most. But yeah. So here we go, like that. We got our 4. And we're wrapping around. Hopefully that's the middle. Yeah. I'm going to put a link to the video that I saw to kind of refresh my memory on how to do this. So be sure you check out the description box, okay, friends? So we got legs and feet. This would not be a good toy for children. Let me just say that, because pipe cleaners, they're kind of sticky at the end. I guess if I was to put like a bead or something at the end, maybe. We'll see. We'll see how that works. So here we go. So what are you thinking? Does it look like we're a creepy crawly? You know, I've always wondered why Halloween and spiders go hand in hand. I think I've kind of figured it out this year. Well, probably started figuring it out last year. There are so many spiders in my garden this time of year. And I've noticed that as the years go by. Just, yeah, they're just in the garden doing their job, but I don't like spiders, so there's an issue. I'm going to have to take this over to the counter and put the glue on for the eyes. My cord doesn't reach this far. I don't know if you'll be able to see. I've got two little dots there. Almost like putting in contacts. You'd probably say you're wearing glasses. How do you know about that? Yeah. Well, project 1 is done. While my web is still drying, let's do or finish up part 2. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to put the finishing touches on the cat. And look what happened during the process of drying. I'll have to do some touch up there too. I'm going to need some more paint. Let me show you what I'm using. I'm using, can you see the name there? Joy in Tempera paint. There's 12 colors in this package. And if you know how to blend a little bit, that's all you really need. I like that paint because it cleans easy. Just a little water and you're done. So friends, let's put the details on our little cat. We need some eyes. We need a mouth. And yeah, a little bit of a touch up there. I know this is kind of off to the side, friends. That is because your friend is kind of off to the side. This cover's pretty good. White covering, black there. It's pretty good. What do you think? We got eyes there, right? We need to let that dry a little bit, but we're going to move on to the next step here. I've got some water over here on the side. I don't know if you can see. Clean the brush. And we're just going to go for a little bit of a smile here. I'm hoping this isn't going to be too red. Come on. A little bit of dot there to kind of show we got a little bit of a nose. If nothing else. Woo! We're starting to look like reindeer. What do you think? Then we'll do some touching up of our black paint. Still waiting for that white to dry. I want to put some of that green in there on the eyes. This has to completely dry on this side before I can do the other side, which is probably what happened. I was rushing, Just trying to get things done. Certain things you can rush, but you cannot rush baking. Right? When the cake is done, and if it's not, it's not. Same thing with cookies and stuff. Baking, you cannot rush. And drying paint, yeah, I don't think you can rush that either, because it dries when it's dry. It is dry when it is dry. And if it's not dry, it's just not dry. We'll get all these little dots I missed before covered, so when we dry this time, we should be okay. Now, did I just put my finger in paint? No, I don't think I did. Okay. So we need to let this side dry, and then we'll do the other side. While things are drying, let's turn our attention over here. We need to change this out. I might actually put the scarecrow on the tier tray. We'll see how that works. These are little corn cob dolls I made last year. Aren't they cute? If you're wondering, you could go online and find out why corn cob dolls are made without faces. You just need to look up the story. It's very interesting. I keep telling myself I should find a little corner in this house. This is a big enough house. I should be able to find myself a corner where I can have a studio. Nice little place to do my things. Okay. Tier tray is ready for business now. I want it to look this way, right? There we go. So let me get the rest of the things together. I'm going to finish off the little cat, and we'll take a look at that. And then we're going to decorate the tier tray. Here we go, friends. I've already kind of started without you. I got a couple of babies down on the lower shelf. I don't know if you'll be able to see them very well. We'll have to take a closer look. And they are at the pumpkin patch. I haven't gone to the pumpkin patch yet this year. I better get it together and get the job done. These babies don't like to set very well. There we go. Sit there, baby. Nope. Off comes her little hat again. She's making life very hard for me here. I might have to get one of the other dolls, but they're both in blue, so yeah, there we go. Then we're going to stick a pumpkin behind her to encourage her to set up. And then he falls, and we'll stick a pumpkin behind him as well. Because the pumpkins are very stable. They're more stable, actually, than the little pigs that are at the petting zoo. Yeah, we got the little pigs. I was going to use this little one, but we're not going to use that. Jentia gave me these little chicks. They're perfect for the petting zoo. We'll just put a little corn around here because it's hard to tell what you'll find at the pumpkin patch. I don't know if you remember these little witches. They're going to go on the tray up here with the little cat that doesn't want to really stand very well. Maybe I should put the, a little variety in what we're doing here. Kitty does not fit on one of these stands, which is really heartbreaking for me because I wanted Kitty to fit. These are the little stands I'm using for the little rocks. I have only one thing left. That's our little spider needs to go on. Of cross your fingers. Oh, gotta be for sure his little leg is hooked somewhere. There we go. On. Well, there we go. We're all on. Let's take a closer look. Here we go. We've got our scarecrow. He's on one of those stands. We're looking at the lower area here where the babies are at the petting zoo and at the pumpkin patch. And look at that. She still isn't setting up. She's either not setting up or she's having so much fun she's got her feet in the air. These are little chicks that Janita gave me. They're part of the petting zoo. Then up here on the top, we've got the little spider on the web. Some of the little rocks. It's not Mod Podge, decoupage. Some images, and the napkin is on the one in the back, and then some Kellogg images are on the other two. And here's our little kitty. Then we're going to look up here at what we did with the wreath. I am thinking I am going to wash these little guys up when they come down. And I'm going to see if Mod Podge won't help them kind of hold their shape. What do you think? Here's a little witch. Yeah. This is actually a coaster. I got the pattern from this off of Crochet Crowd. I'll be sharing the link to these channels that I mentioned in the description box. And this is from my book. You saw me make these not too long ago. We've got one more thing to look at. Well, maybe two. Well, friends, I know you remember these dolls. I've got 4 of them now. I did not dress them like witches and stuff because I already had the cats and stuff going. And if I do dress them differently, you know, I think they're going to be a music group. If I dress them for Halloween, I might see if I can't transform some old socks and make them look like Josie and the Pussycats. If you remember that old cartoon. And then we have one more doll to look at. I know you guys remember her, right? If she is still in the house and she's got on a pink hat, that's not the hat she came in. That means somebody has done something for her and looks like she might be staying in the house. So, this is what was made. I showed you the onesies I got that she was too small for. My idea was if I was to cut out about this much, I could come up with a very cute little outfit. I think it's pretty cute. Had to make her a diaper because she didn't come on a diaper either. So, but as you can see, the legs are still too big. I don't really have time to sew, but I don't want to leave her in this state. So, what did I do? I bought beautiful baby clothes. Actually, these are doll clothes, but when my first one was born, she was a little under 2 pounds. And yeah, she wore baby clothes for a little bit. Even after she got to be 5 pounds, she still wore baby clothes because she was just so thin. Not baby clothes, but I mean doll clothes. Because real baby clothes, she swam in them. So I thought, you know, if doll clothes were good enough for her, let's get some for little ones. And I didn't put a name, which I should have. That little birthday tag, I guess I might want to commemorate her birthday as the day I opened the box and she was in it, right? Let's take a quick look at what we have here in our package. Have 1 dress, 2 dress, here's 3, 4, they're cute too. Here's 5, 6, and a diaper or 2. Yes, just what we need. Here's another dress. Who lost count? I did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is going to be 8. And here comes 9. 10. Oh wow, that's fancy in the front, isn't it? 11. 12. Oh, look at that. Nice details. Well, that's what we got. This diaper fits a lot better than the one that I made as well. What do you think? Donna Marie told me that if she gets hard to dress and her skin gets sticky, I need to put a little powder. Oops, sorry, baby. There you go. And there we are. We're all dressed. Very nice. Well, friends, that's all I have for today. We have done a lot today. We've changed the baby's clothes. We have finished some crafts, and we have decorated the tier tray. I just added these leaves back, and also the corn. And we made the spider because the spider wasn't even started yet. And we also changed up the seasonal wreath. We have had a busy visit. Well, friends, that's all I have for this video. I want to thank you so much for stopping by today. I want to thank you so much for being here for the first day of Vlogoween. And yeah, we did get a lot done. Like I said, we got the seasonal wreath done. We got the tier tray done. And a little bit, we've got some clothes on her that actually fit. So, and a plan for what to do with the other dolls. Yeah, I think I've got a nice little music group there. I don't know if I'm going to make guitars or not, but you can let me know if that might be something I need to do. So, friends, I want to thank you for stopping by again. I want to thank Jentia again. If you are doing any kind of seasonal decor, crafting projects, you're more than welcome to join us. Just be for sure you put hashtag Buddy Crafting and put Jentia's name, because I always put Jentia's name because she's the one I'm buddy crafting with. And I think it'll make it a little easier for us to find you if you're buddy crafting. If we don't seem to find you, be for sure to get down in the comments there and let us know that you are there so we can come over and watch your video. Well, that's all I have for today, friends. I want to thank you so much for stopping by again. And I still have another video to do. I'm so excited. So I'll see you again soon, friends. So bye-bye. Happy Vlogoween.